Let's sing a song full of hope, full of pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend? For it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave. Memories like this never end. No, they don't fade away. So when I'm gone, and when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun.
So hey folks, and you catch me again on the Triumph Trident, just taking it out on its last evening ride. It's a lovely sunny evening today, so I thought I'll take it out and we'll go down towards Knot End, and I can give you my thoughts on the bike, show you a couple of other things on there as well as we pull up somewhere. So yeah, stick around, stay tuned. So welcome back, and as you can see, it is the final ride on the Triumph Trident before it goes back to Triumph. I've been out quite a few nights, some filming and some not filming, just getting to know this bike a little bit. As you can see from the review and spec video that went out yesterday, you'll see the details on the spec of the bike, also a few elements and a few pros and cons. But I think the main point is I definitely like it. Like I said in the video yesterday, would I have one? Absolutely I would. Now, years ago I bought a Ducati Monster. It was 1100 Evo, and I'll put a picture of it here. So what I was looking for originally instead of the Ducati was either an old Ducati or something a little bit older, something around the 600cc mark, naked bike that I could actually do a bit of work on and just turn into a kind of a daily bike that I can nip anywhere on. When I saw the Ducati Monster 1100 Evo, I decided to buy that, and it just wasn't that type of bike. It was an absolute monster, as its name, and a monster in a good way, not a bad way. It was a beautiful bike, and I wish I still had it, but it didn't fit that little bit of the market that I was looking for at the time, which was something like the Triumph Trident, which could be used as a daily runabout, not too powerful but not too underpowered, and something I could do just like I am tonight, just going down to Knot End. I run out after work. So yeah, should I buy one? Let's see what the wife thinks. So the route down from Lancaster down to Knot End is an absolutely lovely route. I'll stick it in the link below in the Scenic app, and you can also export the GPS file to your sat-nav if you like from that link. But yeah, good road to come on, and just, you know, check out the bike and the handling. I have to tell you that the bike is so flickable, and on these Michelin Road 5s it really sticks to the road. It's just an absolute pleasure to ride. I'd love to say some things bad about the bike, but I can't find that many things that I'm not impressed with, other than just cosmetic really. The levers, like I said in the other video, would have been nicer having some black levers, but Triumph do some accessories and have the black levers in their lineup, or you can just buy aftermarket ones. What else don't I like about the bike? I think the rear end, I do like the rear end. The actual mud guard and the indicators and number plate where they sit low down on the back of the wheel. I understand for legal reasons they have to put it at the furthest point back as they can. I actually don't mind it. It's kind of grows on you a little bit, and on a bike that's just a daily bike, do you really care that much? My biggest gripe like I mentioned in the video, and as you can see here, I'm wearing my Krieger rucksack because I've got my drone in the back and a couple of camera bits, is luggage. And when I first saw the pictures of this bike, I actually thought, well, you know, someone's going to bring an aftermarket rack or something for the thing, but actually looking at the back end, there's no fixing points because it's really sculpted and smooth. I'm sure somebody will do something, but I've not yet seen anything. Maybe it'll be a rack that fits just underneath the seat and protrudes out, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's one of the bugbears. So you've either got to carry a rucksack, you could put a Krieger US 10 or a US 20 tail pack on, or you could pop a tank bag on. So there are options, but I actually think on a daily commute bike or a you know, just an everyday usable bike, I actually like wearing a rucksack. Krieger rucksack that I'm wearing is the R20, I think, the 20 litre version. And it's a really good rucksack. The way it fastens at the front here really takes the weight off your back. You don't notice anything. Don't even notice that you're really wearing it unless you're really loading it up with a lot of heavy items. So what about the power on the bike? Well, it's 80 brake horsepower. It's more than enough really for the road. You don't need much more. I think the only time that it would annoy me slightly if I was doing heavy motorway miles. But I don't think it's really catered for that kind of thing. You could tour on it, you could get the motorway miles in. There's no reason why not. But I just like something a little bit more geared for that kind of area. More of a higher CC motorbike really. Brakes wise, it's really good on brakes. Nobody behind me, I'll just try it. Really stops. And also the back brake, adequate. Better than some that I've even had on other bikes. Throttle response, very good. Really picks up. Red line's at about 10,250 RPM, but I think it runs out of steam really about 8,500, 9,000 RPM really. The torque is really from standstill until about 8,000 RPM, and then you just run out. Okay, so the actual motorcycle itself, I think the looks are stunning. Really well built. Every component that I can see on the bike is really, really nice. I think Triumph have really done a great job with this bike. Let me just show you underneath the seat. I said I'd show you that. So yeah, you've got the subframe there, and also the battery, some fuses, electronics. You've got a little bit of a gap there that possibly you might be able to get something there, but there's not a lot of room, to be honest. Like I said, the rear of the bike is really sculpted, and then you've got this rear fender that doesn't look too bad. You kind of get used to it on the bike, so it wouldn't bother me too much. But the tyres, the Michelin Road 5s, really sticky. The suspension with the big piston show-off forks, non-adjustable obviously, but really, really comfy. Soaks up the bumps. So I'm 85 kilo, I'm 6'2", and the bike still fits me. It's not too small, and it's really comfy. A great commuter bike, and a great first time bike I think for newcomers. 660cc, 80 brake horsepower. Put an A2 kit on there for A2 license, drops it down to 40 brake horsepower. Ride it till you get your full license, take the kit off, and then you're at full power again. So if you are down this way, they've actually stone chipped some of this route as well, and it looks like it's been swept. I think with the heat we're having lately, it's actually melting the tar on the road as well. So a little bit back there, it was all black and a bit gooey, a bit slippy. So if you're down this way, just be careful. You have been warned. I think one of the real positive points on this bike is this TFT dash, and although it might look to you like there's a reflection of me in it, which there is, it's actually quite good when there's direct sunlight on it. It's very good, you can still read it. So yeah, one of the better ones that I've seen on any bike. Absolutely beautiful night. Now we're just going to turn right just here, the B5270 to Knot End. And this will bring us into Priesthall, and then we'll head to Knot End once we get to the end of this road. Now there used to be a bike night actually on a Wednesday night down at Knot End Cafe. I don't know whether they kept it going this year with the COVID malarkey, but we'll soon see, as it's Wednesday night. Nice thing about the bike is it's that flickable. You very rarely think about going around a corner, it just tips in lovely. Just really nice feel to it. One thing that Triumphs have got, and that is the handling sorted out. The bike feels more capable than what it is, and what I mean by that is for the actual power of the bike, I think it's the handling exceeds it really. I suppose it does help what tyres you've got on, and these Road 5s are pretty good actually. I've never tried Road 5s on a bike before. A lot of people have raved about them, and I've kind of steered clear from them, and I've always gone for a sport touring tyre, something like the Bridgestone T31s, and also now I'm on the Pirelli GT2s, the Angel GT2s on the Yamaha. But yeah, I'm very impressed with them so far. Maybe I'll get a set in the future. So you got a chippy on the right there. Always good to grab a bag of chips and come down to Knot End front and sit next to the sea and eat them on an early evening. And also there's another chippy just in the village of Knot End just ahead of me. Not sure whether it's open tonight, but that one certainly was, and it's a Wednesday, so if you are over this way on a Wednesday evening, that one's open anyway. I did mention these mirrors actually, saying they were hideous in the last video. They're not that hideous, they do a job, and also I can see right behind me from both mirrors, and probably see about a quarter of my arm in the mirror, so you've got 3/4 of vision behind you, which is pretty good actually. They're better than the Yamaha ones I have on, but yeah, they always look a bit like rabbit ears, don't they? So I think if you were going to have this bike, you'd have the bar end ones, look a bit cooler. So just ahead of me, you probably can't see because of the sun's directly in my face, but you've got the fish and chip shop just here, and it is open. And then just along this straight here, right next to the sea, you've actually got 3 planes there just on the sand. Let me just show you those. They've obviously landed on the sandy area. Look at that. Never seen that before. Obviously come to get some fish and chips in their planes. Nice. I think it's a bit small for the Missenden Flyers plane though. Don't think he'll be up this way, but you never know. Yeah, there's no bike night anymore. It used to be on a Wednesday. But yeah, if you get your fish and chips, you come down here near the Knot End Cafe. Obviously it's closed now. Just come through here onto the slipway. Absolutely lovely. Look at this. Beautiful evening. So just over there you've got Fleetwood, and then after Blackpool. Can't see the tower from here. Yeah, you can also get a car ferry that runs during the day across this little bit of water. So if you're going around all of the roads, you can cross just here. Ah, beautiful smell of the ocean and the seaweed that you've just got here. Absolutely epic. Awesome. So, final thoughts on the Triumph Trident before I give it back to Triumph. Don't want to give it back, want to keep it. What a bike, absolutely beauty. Kind of fallen for it, I think. So yeah, if you like the videos, give us a thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel, all helps. And if you're interested in the Triumph Trident, then get down to your local dealer and get a test ride on one. You won't be disappointed.